What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Berm, and today I'm sharing the rental code for my Slowpoke Cradily combo team. I asked for 50 likes on that video, and then I would share the rental code, and you smashed it out of the park, okay? Because I think there's like 80 likes on that video or something right now, which feels so good that people, want to use my teams. I really appreciate it. It means you like the video. It means the team is interesting and weird enough that you want to use it yourself, and that's just a very cool thing. So thank you for that. More than happy to share this rental code today, so you can use the team for yourself. We're also going to be doing a couple more battles with this team. If you did not see that previous video, the link to that is in the description below. There's also a Poke Paste down there for all you Showdown people. I see you. Last video we did not use Mimikyu or Suicune. We brought the other four every single time. There's a Torkoal behind me, by the way, in case you couldn't figure that out from the moveset. We'll see if maybe we can do that today. Maybe we don't have to bring Cradily to every single game today, although Cradily does fit really well with this team. And, I mean, you'll see how it works right now. I did describe it in a little more detail in the last video. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Help this video reach more people. Help the channel grow. All that good stuff. Okay? You've never let me down. And I appreciate it. Let's jump into our first battle, shall we? Okay. They don't have a Trick Room option, so I'm going with the old Slowpoke strat here. And they also hate seeing Torkoal under Trick Room. Yeah, let's just bring the boys. Let's bring Slowpoke and Didi to lead, and let's bring Torkoal and Cradily. We can decide which one of those we want to Dynamax in the moment, depending on who's there in the current situation. But like, Cradily likes to go up against Zapdos and Tapu Fini, so if they bring them, Cradily is the Dynamaxer, and Torkoal likes to go up against the Amoonguss and the Kartana. So if they're there, then maybe Torkoal is the one that Dynamaxes. Although, it doesn't take a lot to kill those two Pokemon, so Heat Waves and Eruptions might be enough if Trick Room's already up. Intriguing. I am intrigued. Okay. Yeah, this is a Trick Room follow me situation every day of the week. I don't think they have any dual hitting moves that could kill Indeedee at this point, so I'm pretty sure we just get this up. Pretty sure we just get this up. Man, Cantonian Zapdos is so good. It's been good since day one. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Pokemon come and go, but Zapdos is always here. It didn't used to be 50 feet tall, so that's concerning. Although, wasn't there a Zapdos in that one episode of the anime where they went to that like mechanical Pokemon island, but they didn't know it was mechanical Pokemon at first? Oh, a Protect. You're fine. Max Lightning. Okay. I don't think that the Cinderace can kill my Slowpoke. And that's what would happen here. Like, if I follow me again, Zapdos would target Indeedee. Like, I can't have them both doubling into Slowpoke, because then I can't use Slowpoke to support my Mons in the back. So I do need to follow me with Indeedee. But I think that they can't. I'm going to yawn that guy. Electrotrain's not going to matter. And yeah, we're going to follow me again, because now the Zapdos is going to kill Indeedee because it's slower. But then I don't think that the Cinderace has anything that can one-shot. Because Sucker Punch would be the move, right? But yeah, you can't Sucker Punch. I'm not going for an attack. That was the perfect turn. I mean, that's insane. You know what I mean? That's some good stuff right there. And now we can so easily go right into Cradily here and just Dynamax this thing. And let's show this thing off because this is wild. Let's surf. Yes, definitely surf. And let's get big. Let's go for I could go for Max Ooze or I could go for an Overgrowth. Both of them help me out a lot. Or Max Quake, honestly. If I Max Quake into that guy, then I'll take this Airstream even better. Probably what's coming out from the... Oh, they switched out their Zapdos hard. That's awesome. Unfortunately for my opponent, it does mean that we're just going to get even more boosts because, again, I mean, I guess they could Sucker Punch on this turn into Slowpoke, but I don't even think that Sucker Punch is going to kill Slowpoke. With the Eviolite, maybe I'm underestimating Cinderace, which you should never do. Let's see. No, they just protected. Okay. But now we get a special defense boost. We get the Surf. Or we get the special attack boost for Cradily. I mean, this is all good stuff. Yeah, Cradily is just going to boost and boost and boost, which I don't mind seeing. And they can't Spore into Slowpoke, right? All they could do, and they can't, oh my god, and they can't even Rage Powder. So, depending on what I think their last Pokemon is, which we can take a guess here, it could be a physical attacker, right? How many turns of Trick Room are left? 2 more turns. Okay, so I'd like to get rid of the Cinderace. Cinderace could Sucker Punch here. But they can't Spore because of electric terrain, and they can't Rage Powder because I'm using Surf, and I'm using a Grass type. So Rage Powder does nothing there, in fact. And I'm at +2 special attack, +2 special defense. Incredible. That's amazing. Does Cradily have a tail? Or does it have like 5 tentacles? Did you see that back there? Maybe it's just got 5 tentacles. You learned something new. It's a Kartana, dude. It's a Kartana. Yeah, let's just keep boosting. I have no reason not to. And Max Quake is my best move against Kartana. So we're just going to keep going for that. +3 special attack. The Kartana is going to, you know, any sashes are going to get popped here. They did not protect their Kartana, so I do expect this Max Quake to kill. They just Sludge Bombed into Slowpoke because they can't let me get Trick Room up again after this turn, which they're in such danger of letting me do. This is a Cradily YouTuber's dream battle. Cradily is putting in the craziest amount of work I've ever seen. No more electric terrain though, so actually Slowpoke can go to sleep now. And there's no more, they have to make a decision if they're going to let me Ancient Power into their Zapdos. Or if they're going to try and take out my Slowpoke. Let's try the Trick Room, we have to, right? And let's Ancient Power into... Yeah. Yeah. Hurricane. Oh, that's a bummer. It wouldn't have done it. Like, they could have... Oh, I'm faster than the Amoonguss. I'll take it. They could have confused me. That was their only chance there. Or crit me. But, like, I'm at +3 special attack, or special defense. I'm also a rock type, which might resist flying. Right? So that was only going to do neutral damage anyway. And now we're just in, I mean, we're in the spot of the century. I don't even want a Trick Room, because Amoonguss is going before me, so tell me, why would I do that? Let me get Sludge Bomb into this sucker. Battle. Canceled. Wow, my opponent was matching their Amoonguss. That's pretty cool. I like that. And I bet the hat was kind of there to do the same. I'm over the moon. Cradily is the new meta. Cradily Slowpoke put in crazy work there. Good game to my opponent, but good game Cradily, man. That was likes for Cradily, please. Okay, we're taking on Lyra, who does also look like they got a Trick Room thing going on. So that's concerning. Because it makes me just think, do I go for it, or do I think that they're going to try to go for it? And we might just have to make that read in the moment. But also, Suicune has a nice matchup in this game, besides the Coco. Do I think they're going to bring the Coco? I don't know, Co. Mimikyu could do some damage, too. This is not feeling like a Cradily game, to be perfectly honest. So, I think what we're going to do is maybe lead Indeedee Mimikyu with Torkoal and Slowpoke in the back, or maybe just Suicune. Let's actually go Suicune. I want to show what this team can do when you're not just going for the Slowpoke sort of gimmicky strategy. Gimmicky is a word I don't like to use, especially when I'm describing my own teams. Sometimes there's a gimmick, right? Sometimes it's a holiday-themed team, or it's a hat-themed team. I'll give it to you. That's a gimmick. But when a strategy works very solidly, when is it not a gimmick? People call G-Max Torque or Colossal a gimmick. Is it a gimmick if you see it every single series? People called Weezing and Regigigas a gimmick. Is it a gimmick if you have to make a team that prepares for it? Slowpoke could be the new Regigigas. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Do I want to try to set Trick Room here? I want to Expanding Force really bad. And then I think I just want to... Maybe I just want to play rough into the Clefable. No, I want to try to hit that Marowak with... no, I want to play rough into the Clefable. I want the Clefable gone, because then I can hit the Marowak. They're getting big immediately. This guy's going for broke. Both of my Pokemon should outspeed this Marowak, though. So it'll be interesting to see what they go for. I guess they have to go for a Max Flare into Indeedee. I guess they could Max Flare into Mimikyu, too, but that just wouldn't do much damage. Mimikyu moves first. That's good to note. Love that Expanding Force damage. Indeedee goes second, which is so sick. Dazzling Gleam. So they didn't go for the, yeah, they didn't go for the Follow Me. That was great. That was great play on my opponent's part. I mean, what can I say there? They're going to get a Max Quake. And it is going to kill. Okay. I mean... we brought the Suicune for a reason, right? So let's go into Suicune now. And what we can do is... actually, who's faster? Suicune or Mimikyu? They're both min speed, which is kind of weird. I know, but it is a hard Trick Room team. So let's just see who's slower here. Oh, Suicune's slower. That's amazing. Okay, so now I can go for a Surf. Or, no, I'm going to go for a Surf, yeah. And And I can go for a Phantom Force into this Marowak, and if the Clefable's gone next turn, it can't redirect the... Like, that's fine. You can't follow me if you're dead. And if they target a Mimikyu there, I mean, that's incredible with the Marowak. Mimikyu avoids the Surf, which is sick. We do get damage off of the Marowak. And the Phantasm goes into nobody. So they have to be assuming that I'm gonna There is a Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko is going to move first, so Mimikyu is going to avoid the Tapu Koko's attack too. Are they going to protect with the Marowak is really my biggest question. I don't want to switch. I don't want Torkoal taking any damage, so I don't think I can switch out Suicune, but I can just protect this turn. And if we can clip that Marowak, then that's amazing. Is Marowak going to max guard? It can max guard and protect itself, yeah, from Phantom Force. You can't protect and protect yourself from Phantom Force. Oh, wait a minute, you dummy. You can't use electric moves while your Marowak's on the field. That's insanity. Okay. Are they going to do that again? Or are they going to switch out Marowak? So if I'm my opponent, I'm going to switch out Marowak. I could just Helping Hand. Play rough into Tapu Koko. Try and get that thing gone. Yeah, Marowak's gonna switch out so they can use an electric move. Here comes Celesteal. But let's eliminate this Koko so Torkoal can come in, Dynamax, and just like obliviate everything. Obliviate? Obliterate. Obliviate is Harry Potter. There's a T-Bolt. That's gonna obviously delete my Suicune. But if we can hit this play rough. That's clean. Yeah, I don't mind that too much. And I actually don't hate that we're not under Trick Room right now because Mimikyu now outspeeds and threatens the Marowak super hard. And what I can just do here is I can just Dynamax Torkoal, go for the Max Flare into the Celesteela, Phantom Force into the Marowak. Marowak cannot protect itself anymore from Phantom Forces. And we should be good to freaking go. Because I don't think either of these two threatens a Dynamax Torkoal. Call me crazy. Look at my sick gear, man. Avery on the shirt. That wimp. That little weenie. Put him on my shirt. I just like the art style of it. It's so weird. Why is that the art style on that shirt? I don't know. Celesteela protects. Guess what, buddy? I still don't think you're going to like this. And if we see a Bone Meringue right now from the Marowak, weakness policy. Weakness policy. Celesteela is like, why? Why? Yeah, I do nothing different. I do nothing different. Protect your Marowak if you think you can, but you can't. Oh no. Oh wow, that did a lot of damage. Yeah, it better have been a crit. Jeepers. Clean up the Marowak. And dust up the Celesteela. Good game, Lyra. That was a fun one. Hopefully you're not mad that I didn't use Cradily or Slowpoke when this is the Cradily Slowpoke combo video. But this is a team you're going to have to use. So I figure you know, if you want to see Slowpoke and Cradily, the other video I used them every single time. In this video, one of the battles, I didn't bring either of them, just so you can see how the team can operate without them. It's still a really fun team to use, I promise. Good game to my opponent. That's a scary team. That's a scary team, I'm not going to lie to you. And if the Whimsicott has Trick Room, which you can't assume Whimsicott's going to have Trick Room. Every now and then you run into one. But maybe it has it just to support the Ferrothorn. You know what I mean? Hopefully not, though. Hopefully not. We don't have any Intimidators, so I'm not scared of my Low-Tech for the first time in this entire series. Let's see. Torkoal. Torkoal's got to come. It's so good against so many of those Pokemon. And then Cradily, I think, right? We can just bring both of these guys again. I really like Cradily in this matchup, too. And once again, like, Torkoal likes going up against Metagross, and Torkoal likes going up against Ferrothorn. Cradily likes going up against Salamence, and likes going up against Milotic. So depending on what's on the field at the time, we could choose who we want to bring in and Dynamax in the back. And that's the luxury of this team. If you're bringing both Torkoal and Cradily to the game, which you don't always want to do, but if you do, and you bring them like this, it's like, I know what I'm setting up with my two leads, and then I know that I'll be able to support one of the two Pokemon in the back. And the one thing that this team does struggle with is that its only physical attacker is Mimikyu. Okay, both of these Pokemon that you're trying to set up as your Dynamax mons are special attackers. So you can run into situations where it's like, oh man, like a Snarl user is a rough situation. And that might be what we see here from the old Incineroar, but we'll just have to see about that. Let's Trick Room, big time, and let's Follow Me, big time. I wonder what the I don't want them Flare Blitzing into my Slowpoke, you know, not ideal. But I do want to get rid of that Incineroar because, like I said, Snarls are very annoying. So if I can get rid of Snarl users, that'll be my prerogative. Hello? Are you okay? What's happening? What's going on? What's actually going on? Is everybody all right? I don't know like what that was the weirdest choice of like turns that my opponent just made. Like, am I playing against? I can't be. I'm not, you know. Here comes Metagross. Okay. It makes me want to save Torkoal to be my person. I switched out Slowpoke because Slowpoke, if it takes less damage, Expanding Force is going to do nothing right now. A Snarl would be obnoxious. Darkest Lariat. They're running Darkest Lariat on this team. That's interesting. Okay. Into Indeedee, and good. It takes out Indeedee. So now I can go into Slowpoke again. Right? That's the play? Or should I just go Torkoal? Let's go Slowpoke here, actually. And we might take a Steel Spike. Cradily might take a Steel Spike here, but not before we try and delete this. Incin. Yeah, and Steel Spike's not going to help them with Torkoal. I think this is the right play. Maybe it's not. Maybe this is not the safest thing to have done just now. Maybe the best thing was just to go into Torkoal and to just get big and try and take out that Metagross before we let it hit my Cradily. Ooh, it's Steven's Metagross too. Fancy. Fancy. It's so weird and obnoxious that the rumble and the dust that comes up happens before Metagross even lands, just because of the way the animation works. I don't know if people notice that or if they're bothered by it as much as I am, but it's just funny to me. Oh, it was an eject button? Well, that ruins my plan of earth powering it. That's interesting. Okay. Who's coming in? Who wants to take an earth power? Milotic, I guess. Yeah, that's not too bad for Milotic. Be great if Cradily could live another turn here, because... Hailstorm! My opponent is confusing. Because we're high. Like, this is not like amateur hour here. They're just making moves that I don't know what's happening. I don't know why they're making the moves they're making. It's very confusing. My play here is to Giga Drain the Milotic and to go for a Yawn into this big Dynamaxed Pokemon. Easy. It's a revolving door of Pokemon. Intimidate. Can't intimidate Slowpoke, thank God. But we get the Yawn off on the Metagross. And we get a nice fat Giga Drain off on this Fire-type Pokemon. Another Hailstorm. Do they not have a Steel move? Oh. Rock does not resist ice. Is that what I just learned? The hard way? The incredibly hard way? That rock does not resist ice? Because that would have been good to know. Quite frankly. Let's get big. Let's actually go for Max Quake into this slot. We can just wait. Metagross, if it falls asleep, if they let it fall asleep, is just donezo, you know? So, yes, it could hit my Torkoal pretty hard with a Max Quake. I'm a little nervous about that, but long game, if they don't go for it, and why would they go for moves that make sense? Because they Hailstormed my Slowpoke, and they went for Mud Shot turn 1. And Fake Out. They switched out the Metagross, exactly. So they felt the pressure, which means that I should not feel pressure to go for... The Whim is in the back. I love seeing Whimsicott just now. That means that all the Pokemon that are left, I have a move for. So even if Milotic wants to come out and try and use some water moves, it's Sunny, A, and I have Max Growth. Max Seed Storm. Max Jungle, if you will. Hey, what don't you get? What don't you get about Psychic Terrain? If you make the mistake once, we've all been there. I was there just like a couple weeks ago. I'd made that mistake in a freaking game. I used to Sucker Punch with Inertia Fu. Still haunts me to this day. But this happened this game. Why? Why have you done this? Why have you done this? Okay, well. Well. No more Twisted Dimensions. I'm going to try to twist them again. No more Psychic Terrain. So now... Oh no, we just killed the Incineroar. They can't fake me out now. They lost their chance. Opponent? There's my Milotic on my field. I can max overgrowth that thing pretty easily. And we can just go for a Trick Room. And maybe they try to taunt my Slowpoke, which I don't think they can do if I'm the right nature. They can also fake Tears me. They're going to protect with the Milotic. They did taunt me and it worked, which means that my ability is not the ability I think it is. Yeah, I messed up. What's my ability? One of the Slowpoke Pokemon gets the ability, what is it, Oblivious? Sorry, I'm just now I'm second guessing everything. Own Tempo is what I have. I can't get confused, but when you're like a Slow King or a Slow Bro, you can have Oblivious. But that's not what we have today, so that's okay. I can max Quake and still kill this Milotic, and that's what I'm going to do just in case they switch into the Metagross to take a max Seed Storm. I'll always call it that. And I think we can just yawn into... Oh, I can't yawn. I have to surf. That's okay. Torkoal, bring us home, buddy. They're going to fake Tears into my freaking Torkoal. But they're going to Mudshot into Slowpoke. This is driving me bananas. I cannot figure out what my opponent is doing. That boosts my special defense up at one more at least, you know. And now I hope your Metagross likes this Heat Wave that it's about to get. I'm not going to go for Earth or Eruption because we're not under Trick Room. So, like, they could hit my Torkoal with an Earthquake or something right now. That would still do some damage. But if the sun is still up, which it is, and I'm still a weakness policy popped, which I am, I could be okay here. And I don't know what my opponent's doing. And I'm just going to keep surfing. Because why not? If the thing gets down to a Sash, then Surf will kill it. And then Slowpoke would get the last kill of the game, which would be absolutely insane to me. What's going to happen here? I can't lose to this person. I can't lose to this person. Dazzling Gleam comes out to do any amount of damage. Fine. Earthquake does come out. Doesn't do anything, dude. And the Heat Wave should clean it up. Yes, sir. Am I bummed that the Earthquake hit their own Whimsicott and stopped me from popping the Sash and then Slowpoke getting the last kill? A little bit. But I am confused about just about every single move my opponent made in that game. And yet they were still close. Just goes to show you. You can make dumb mistakes and still lose a Pokemon game you should win. And you can make dumb mistakes and still win a Pokemon game you should lose. Good game to my opponent. Hey, good game. Hey, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed seeing this team on the ranked ladder, if you're excited to use it for yourself, please consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing if you're new, just to help grow the channel, help this video reach more people. Because the more the channel grows, the more time I can invest into, you know, making the channel all it can be. I'm starting streaming soon. You know, I'm moving into a new place that's going to have a much more permanent setup, which is great. There's not going to be so much light in the room. Well, there'll still be light in the room, but I'll have a better setup, so that'll be able to counterbalance it. regardless, please consider following along. And for this next week, uploads may be a little bit more sporadic. The actual move is happening this week, so if I disappear for a little bit, just know that I'm going to come back full force in a week. Yeah, it'll be. I think we'll have one or two more videos before that really happens, before you'll see a gap. But regardless, I hope you enjoy using this team. Thank you so much for supporting the team in the other video. Go ahead and check out that video. It's in the description below if you haven't already, if you want to see more battles with this team. And yeah, I hope you have fun. Let me know if you use it. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Berm. See you later. Call me crazy.